Imagine that you are lost deep in a forest at night. It is pitch dark, freezing cold, and you have no idea which way is home. Your vision is useless here. The only thing you have left are your ears. You stop and listen, but what you hear is absolute silence. Not a cricket, not the wind in the leaves, not even the crack of a twig. Your first instinctive reaction would be to scream for help, to scream at the top of your lungs to see if anyone hears you and comes to save you. But if you know the wild, you know that is the worst thing you could do. Because in the forest, silence does not mean there is no life. Silence doesn't mean you are alone. Silence means the predators are hunting and the smart prey are hiding to survive. Now, lift your head and look up at the sky. We have stared into the universe for thousands of years, asking the same question: where is everybody? But perhaps the right question is, why is everyone being so quiet? And why are we the only fools screaming into the darkness? Welcome to the Signal Zero Archive. To understand the true horror of our situation, we first need to look at the numbers. And the numbers are, to say the least, disturbing. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains between 200 and 400 billion stars. And thanks to recent data from telescopes like Kepler and James Webb, we know that a massive percentage of these stars host planets in the habitable zone. Even if life is an extremely rare event, a biological accident that happens only once in a billion, cold statistics say there should be thousands, perhaps millions, of active civilizations in our galaxy right now. At this very moment, some of these civilizations should be millions of years older than us. They should have already mastered interstellar travel. They should have built visible megastructures, Dyson spheres to harvest star energy, or communication networks crisscrossing the cosmos. The universe should be vibrating with the noise of intelligent life. It should be a noisy, chaotic metropolis. But when we point our metal ears to the sky, what do we find? Nothing. Just the static hum of background radiation. Just the sound of dying stars and black holes devouring gas. No signal, no message, no artificial structure, just a great, vast and terrifying silence. This is the famous Fermi Paradox. If the universe is so old and so big, where are the ships? For decades, scientists tried to create comfortable excuses to sleep better at night. They said maybe life is unique to Earth. They said maybe civilizations destroy themselves with nuclear weapons as soon as they discover the atom. Or maybe space travel is physically impossible and everyone is trapped on their own worlds. But there is another possibility, an explanation that has nothing to do with the inability to travel, but rather with the fear of being found. What if the universe is actually teeming with life? What if the reason we hear nothing isn't because they don't exist, but because they know something that we, in our infantile arrogance, haven't figured out yet? This is the basis of the dark forest theory, popularized by author Liu Cixin. This theory proposes that cosmic sociology is not based on friendship, trade, or diplomacy, as seen in optimistic sci-fi movies. It's based on two unbreakable rules, two absolute axioms that dictate life and death in the universe. First axiom: the primary objective of any civilization is to survive. Survival is the number one need, above morality, above culture, above curiosity. Second axiom: civilizations grow and expand continuously, but the total amount of matter in the universe is constant and finite. This creates an unavoidable mathematical problem. A civilization needs resources to continue existing. It needs energy, minerals, living space. As it grows exponentially, sooner or later it will need the resources of another star. This puts all civilizations on a collision course. The universe is a dark, enclosed room, filled with armed and starving people. But you might think, why not negotiate? Why not make an alliance? This is where the scariest concept comes in, the chain of suspicion. In space, distances are gigantic. Light takes years, centuries, or millennia to travel. If we met an alien civilization today, we cannot know what they are thinking. We cannot know if they are peaceful or hostile. And even if they say they are peaceful, how can we trust them? They could be lying to buy time to prepare an attack. And the problem goes deeper. Even if we know they are peaceful today, we don't know what they will be like 500 years from now. Civilizations change. Regimes change. A peaceful species might become warlike in the future. In cosmic chess, distance kills trust. You cannot risk the existence of your entire species, your children, and your history based on the hope that your neighbor is nice. Furthermore, there is the fear of a technological explosion. A civilization that seems primitive today, in the Stone Age or the Steam Age, might discover quantum physics tomorrow and surpass your technology in a few hundred years. A harmless bacteria can turn into a deadly virus if given enough time. Therefore, for an advanced civilization following the cold logic of the dark forest, there is only one rational move. The only 100% safe option to ensure survival is to eliminate any other civilization the moment it is detected. Without warning, without talk, a total annihilating preemptive strike. It's like seeing a venomous spider in your bedroom. You don't wait to see if it will bite you. You crush it before it has the chance. Before we continue to explore humanity's fate in this forest, I need to issue a warning. The content here at Signal Zero focuses on the dark side of science and futurism. If you want to understand what really exists in the shadows of reality, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. We are building an archive for those with the courage to stare into the abyss. Join the frequency now. Returning to our reality. If this theory is correct, the universe is a dark forest. Every civilization is an armed hunter, slipping through the trees like a ghost, pushing aside branches, trying not to make a sound. Even their breathing is controlled. The hunter must be careful, because everywhere in the forest there are other stealthy hunters like him. If he encounters other life, be it another hunter, an angel or a demon, a delicate child or a stumbling monster, there is only one thing he can do: shoot and eliminate. In this forest, hell is other people. Any life that reveals its location will be quickly exterminated. This would explain the silence. The civilizations that survived for millions of years are the ones that learned to stay quiet. The ones that screamed, the ones that tried to make friends, were silenced long ago. The silence of the universe is not empty. The silence is camouflage. And this brings us to the most terrifying part. Us, the human race. If the universe is a dark forest full of hidden predators, we are the naive, stupid child who walked into the clearing, lit a massive bonfire visible for light years, and started screaming, "I am here! I have food! I have water! I have a beautiful planet full of resources! Come see me!" For over 100 years, we have been leaking radio signals, TV and radar into space. Our soap operas, our news, our military radar. All of this travels at light speed, expanding like a bubble of noise in every direction. But we did worse than just leak accidental noise. We sent deliberate invitations. In 1974, we used the Arecibo radio telescope to fire a high-power message at the M13 star cluster. In that message, we put data about our DNA, our appearance, our population, and most dangerous of all, our exact location in the solar system. We drew a treasure map and put a big X right on top of Earth. Then we sent the Voyager 1 and 2 probes. Inside, we placed the golden record with sounds of Earth, greetings in dozens of languages, and pulsar maps allowing anyone to triangulate our sun's position with metric precision. We did this with the best intentions. We wanted to find friends. We didn't want to be alone. But through the lens of the dark forest theory, what we did was an act of slow suicide. To an alien observer, humanity isn't interesting or special. We are just a noisy, aggressive civilization that destroys its own ecosystem and evolves weapons technology at an alarming speed. Today we have atomic bombs. Tomorrow, antimatter. The day after, who knows? For a cosmic hunter valuing safety, the best time to crush a rival is now, while they are still in the cradle, stuck on a single planet. Maybe the Fermi Paradox isn't a scientific mystery. Maybe it is an urgent warning. We spent decades feeling sad because no one answered our messages of cosmic love. We felt rejected, but maybe we should be deeply grateful for that silence. Because the moment we receive an answer, it might be too late to turn off the transmitter. The answer won't come as a peaceful greeting. It will come as a projectile, traveling at near light speed, designed to sterilize our world before we become a threat. The writer, Arthur C. Clarke once said, "Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying." The dark forest theory adds a third option, far worse. We are not alone. We never were. We are surrounded, and they are watching us in silence, just waiting to see if we become dangerous enough to justify the cost of a bullet. We look up at the stars and see beauty. They look down at us and see a target. If this archive altered your perception of reality, it is essential that you become part of our community. Signal Zero is not just a channel, it is a meeting point for those who question existence. Leave a like, not for the algorithm, but to show you understood the message. Share this archive with someone who needs to wake up and comment below. Do you think we should keep shouting into space, or is it time to stay silent? The next signal might be the last. Over and out.